All right, welcome to Parker Points Lessons in Leadership, Parker Resources, and try to bring you something every week to help you get better as a leader. So, we're going to look at today's topic. We're talking about using a tracking sheet to help you get organized. I found organization is often the problem in leadership, and you're going to find that using a tracking sheet can really help you. So, hang with me. See how this works. We'll get you some documents, show you how to work it. Found that all leaders need to do these 10 things. So, everything I'm going to do in this series is going to focus on one of these 10 things. Today, we're going to talk about organization because what I found is those first 8 things: setting the vision, setting the tone, building relationships, communicating, managing, and even then adapting, investing, and reflecting. You're going to see that a lot of leaders do understand how to do that. And there's varying levels of success. Some are a little better at it than others, but a lot of them are good at it. What separates the leaders is who can be organized when they set their vision, who can be organized in building their relationships, communicating, managing, who can show toughness, who can do it when it's not going well. Those are the things you're going to see. So today we're specifically going to talk about organization, and one of the ways you can get organized is a tracking sheet. You say, what is a tracking sheet? Well, this is a tracking sheet. This is a real life tracking sheet that I use as assistant superintendent in the school district. We for HR. I'm just going to show you these fast and then show you how you can build your own. But this is one I supervise maintenance and facilities as well, and this is something they use. And then if we do an event like the Teacher of the Year banquet, this is something we use. So we're going to use a tracking sheet in all the things that we do. So what does that look like in real time? Well, now you're going to take this tracking sheet. Here's a blank one that I've shared with some coaches and ADs and different leaders that may want to follow this model. And you're going to take all the things that you do in an area. So if it's a coach, you look at something like player development, and you're going to talk about, what are we going to do in that area? So review all team building activities. We're going to start in this month, end in this month. And when we get into that month, I'm going to move it into in progress. When we are near the due date, maybe we go near the due date. If we go to done, we're going to be done. At the end of the year, you want everything to be green, like you saw in those analogies or those first examples. So we're going to put this in progress, but then we're going to assign it to somebody. So we may say, me and the Invisible Man, JA, we're going to work on strength and conditioning schedule for the fall. We're going to start that in maybe March. We're going to finish it in June. Do we do that every year? Yes. And then we put some notes. So then if we end up with a document, we may attach that document there, or we just may say, talk to Central High and blah, 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 whatever on something they do. You can go down to another area like staff organization. When are you going to get your coaching responsibilities ready? So you say, this is head coach only. So maybe this was me if I'm the head coach and I'm going to produce annual staff responsibilities list. That'll be in the summer probably. So I'm probably going to look at that starting in April, be done by June. Right now it's planning. We're going to do that every year. So then when the month of April gets here, I'm going to move that into in progress. Let's go add be, and then I'm going to work on it. And every week I look at this, and every week I'm looking at this with the other coaches, and we're saying, what, who's assigned to what? So if we have somebody, assigned to look into ways to do the golf tournament, we got the wide receiver coach assigned to look into new ways to do golf tournament. We're going to give him that assignment in January. So I'm going to go through March. And when we get through every week between January and March, I'm going to be asking him, where are we? See, we don't have to repeat that. May not have to be every year, but then he's going to come up with some notes. We're going to attach the document there or make the notes. If you say same thing would be true for the scheme, offense, defense, special teams, but you can also use this same format if as an AD. I think it's been more impactful probably for ADs to use it by sport. So you take, you know, this becomes basketball and you say, you take all these and we'll delete them. We'll just start over. So then we say, okay, complete rules clinic, uh, submit roster to AD, check eligibility, physicals, whatever. And you put the dates there. You put them in progress. When they're done, you click them to done. If there's something we repeat annually, which those definitely are, we're going to put a yes here. And that just means when you go year to year, you keep all those assignments for the next year and you delete, you get them back to planning and then you delete the new ones. So over time, it becomes a working document that, like I said, for my work, turns into hundreds and hundreds of lines of things that we for all the different departments that we work with. So it can be a very impactful document that really can help you. And so, like, I'll go back here. So again, so we're talking about our Teacher of the Year banquet. these are the things we've got to do. And these are what months we do them. Notice this is from last year, so they're all done. We took some notes over here. We came up with some ideas. It's really something that's simple, but can keep you on task. So if you don't have some kind of tracking mechanism, you can use that. You can create your own. You don't need to copy mine. Feel free to. If you want that exact document, if you want to edit it, have an editable version, use it for yourself. You can access that document and hundreds of others at parkerresource.org/library. You can join our Patreon and get access to all that, or just make your own. You can make your own. It's fairly simple. I just want to show you what kind of tools we're using to stay organized. So for the next several weeks, try to talk about organization on here, try to help people get organized. Organization is often the problem. So if you're interested in any of this, follow us on social media, hit that like, subscribe, all the stuff that the people on YouTube are supposed to say, and let me know. I mean, if you have specific topic you want me to cover in this series, I'm trying to do some short, informative videos that help people get organized. Let me know. So see you next time.